You're about to walk into the room and the confidence just isn't there. You know you're capable, you've done harder things than this, but knowing you're capable and feeling capable run on two different systems, and only one of them responds fast enough to help you right now. Here's why most confidence advice fails. Psychologists call it self-perception theory. Your brain doesn't have direct access to traits like confident or capable. It infers them by watching your behavior and collecting evidence, almost the same way it would judge someone else. This is why telling yourself, "I am confident," usually does nothing in the moment. It's not evidence, it's a claim with nothing behind it. And a brain that's already uncertain won't accept an unsupported claim just because you repeated it. So here's what actually works, and you can do it in under 2 minutes. Pick one specific memory of a moment you were undeniably in control. Not the time things went well, one exact moment, where you were standing, what you said, what your hands were doing, what it physically felt like a few seconds before you knew it had worked. Then replay it slowly in as much detail as possible right before you walk in. The detail is what makes it work. "I've handled things before" is still only a claim. A vivid memory is data. When you recall something in enough sensory detail, your body begins to partially recreate the state. Your posture shifts. Your breathing changes. You're not hyping yourself up. You're giving your brain a real piece of evidence it can't dismiss as easily. That's the core move, but 3 habits make it much stronger. The first is to stop letting your evidence disappear. When something goes even moderately well, take 5 seconds and consciously mark it. That happened, and I did that. Not a diary entry, just enough attention for the moment to become retrievable later. The recall technique only works when you've actually stored specific moments, instead of a vague feeling that things usually turn out fine. The second is to let your body lead once before you feel ready. Do one small thing a confident person would do. Enter slightly slower, speak your first sentence more deliberately, or pause before responding instead of rushing. Your brain doesn't only infer from memory, it watches what you're doing right now. One deliberate action becomes fresh evidence. The third is to distrust the verdict your brain creates immediately after something goes wrong. In that moment, one bad 5 minutes becomes the entire case against you. Reach for an older, specific memory instead of allowing the most recent failure to become the only evidence available. Recency isn't relevance, it's just louder. None of this is pretending. Confidence is not a switch you either have or don't. It's a case your brain builds from the evidence available. And most people never realize they're the ones supplying it. So before the next moment where confidence disappears, don't repeat a slogan. Give your brain something real to work with. That is what MindWord explores.